Hang on to your seat, baby, cause this one's a screamer. Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained?
What is going on, entertainers? Today I'm coming to you guys with another Hollywood Hot Topics. Yesterday was a lot of stuff going on, so make sure I hit that like button. Let me know what y'all think about this video. And for y'all, listen, if I see it, I know what's going on, okay? I done got like 50 message requests of the same thing. I'm like, I see it, y'all. I just can't, record right now, but I see it. I see it. Trust me, y'all. I see it. I see it, okay? Thank y'all, though. I do appreciate it, but damn. Okay, let's get to the 911 call that Big Legs made. I'm Big Legs.
The Floyd fight.
Okay, where did that happen?
That happened at the FLA arena. I had to get away. They
For the girls that don't know, Joseline was put in a Broward facility, okay? It wasn't even a Miami facility. You're ghetto, Joseline, at this point. You get locked up in Broward? Damn. That's a new low, okay? That really is.
They beat me real bad.
Okay, do you need a paramedic?
The way they beat me real bad.
Okay, do you need a paramedic?
I kind of wish she didn't say that because, like, I know how the people in Not STV are. And for the y'all that don't know, and I'll be seeing some of the comments, they're like, you think it's funny that she got jumped? Like, no, I don't think it's funny that she got jumped like that. But I know the jokes people are going to make because Big Lex has rubbed a lot of people the wrong way. If y'all really are listening, I'm more so on Lex's side than Joseline's. Okay, and I'll tell y'all why in a minute. But yeah, I don't think it's like a key that she got jumped by niggas.
I just need the police officer. I want to press charges, file police report. What's the address here? The address is 13.
But I wish she didn't say she got beat up real bad because y'all know Big Lex says she's real raw. So I know they're gonna make a joke, be like, nah, you ain't real raw, you got beat up real bad. Like they gonna, y'all know how the girls do.
605 West Sunrise Boulevard.
Okay. Are you at a business?
Yeah. No, I'm at the Shell gas station.
You're at the Shell?
Yeah.
Okay. And how long ago did this happen?
It just happened maybe 10 minutes ago, 10, 15 minutes ago.
Okay. Do you know these people?
Yeah, I know everybody who jumped me.
Okay. Just verifying you don't need a paramedic?
No, sir.
Okay. Where did they go? Or are they still at the arena? Or do you know where they went?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they went. I just know I had to get away.
Okay. Are you on foot or in a vehicle?
I'm in a vehicle.
It's the way she says vehicle for me. Vehicle. Lex is a country but kid. Vehicle. And another thing, what I do not like about some of these dispatchers, why are you asking me 1,000,001 questions? I am in danger. Come. Okay? You asking me what color my hair is. Okay? If I got panties on, panties and bra. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, come on. Come on. I'll tell you the address. I'm in danger. Okay? Come here. Trust me, I'm a wave so y'all can see me when y'all pull up. You don't need to know. Like, you get what I'm saying? I get certain details they have to know, but it's like, come on. Because it's like, what if she was really in danger for real? Okay, and it was still they found at the gas station and started pummeling her on her again. Like, damn.
What's the color, make, and model of your vehicle?
It's a white BMW. I don't know what kind it is, but it's like one of the upgraded ones. I mean, we right here.
Okay, is it a sedan or SUV?
See, like details like that. Like, come on now, stop. I told you the color of the car. Like, come on, man. Like, oh my god. Let me tell you, this what's all right. My sister, something happened to her phone, and she called and was like sounding funny, right? And then She had just started this new job. So then she was calling acting funny. And this was around the time the girls was getting kidnapped. Like black girls was getting kidnapped left and right. So I'm like, wait a minute. I got nervous. I tried to call her back. She wasn't picking up. And my sister, she picked up right away. When I tell her I called the police so quick, I said, nah, baby. Like, nah. Not gonna be with mine. You're gonna be messed up. Real quick. But yeah.
I guess it's a sedan. I'm not sure what you
I'm
would
talking
call
about she
that.
sounded real funny.
Okay. Is it a regular car or is it a sports utility vehicle or a truck or?
It's a sports car, but it's a regular car.
Okay. What's the telephone? What's the best callback number for you?
I don't know this phone number. I'm just using his phone.
Using
So y'all don't have like.
Okay. What's your name?
We'll be here though.
I'll put in a call and we'll get an officer out there to take a report, okay? And just verifying that the individuals that jumped you aren't there at the gas station?
No, sir.
Okay. All righty. I'll put a call and we'll get an officer out.
Thank you.
And some of y'all, let me tell y'all, some of y'all acting like y'all really out here in gang life and like, oh, she's a rat. Listen, Lex is not gang. So let's not do that, okay? It'd be one thing if we had Stunagwa calling the federales. Then you could say that. Because, she always claimed, I'm really about that life. You feel me? Like, I'm really out here in the streets, nigga. Big Lex is not out here in the streets, okay? I never hear her say on Crip. I never hear her say on Blood. So she's not a street girl. She might rap little street stuff, but she's never like, you get what I'm saying? Like she don't be gang banging in the South Central. Like she's not that girl. So it's funny how some people are like clowning her for calling the police, but let it have been y'all, and y'all was getting stumped out by niggas, girls jumping in, okay, studs jumping on you. Tell me you wouldn't call the police. You would just walk away like, okay, cool. No, you gonna want to call the police because it's not fair. There was even more footage that was put out of literally, there was this guy in this ice cream two-piece that was chased out by the TMT team. They run his ass down. He was even trying to hit on her and stuff like that too. And she, she was at it with the chancleta. I said, yes, she hitting him with the chancleta. She trying to back up so that way this dude don't jump up on her. And y'all mean to tell me she doesn't have the right to call the federales? Like, come on now. Like, y'all would be the main ones. Some of y'all be really capping on this internet. Like, y'all not out here really be calling the police for every little thing. Like, y'all, like, okay. Right. Okay. So, and also with Joseline, Jocelyn's going to run across the wrong person one day, and it's not going to end well. Because you've displayed that you will thump, and you've displayed that you roll with people that will thump with you. So some people don't thump. They do other things and think later. So she might want to worry about that when she comes into confrontations with other people, because some people not going to be playing with her like Big Lex was doing. Like, they're going to come with an army, and they're going to do some things, and they're just not going to care about it because you don't care. Jocelyn got out of jail, y'all. She was out here, professional with extra wallet and also laptop bag, okay? I love my extra laptop bag because I get to carry it when I'm in and out of offices for certain business meetings I may have. So I end up popping it into my extra laptop bag, which is such a convenient bag. It's very nice looking and it has sort of this leather feel that I feel like will really add an extra spark to your business or casual look that you have for the day. And my extra wallet as well is one of the most convenient products that I've had in the past years, okay? You ever had a wallet where you're sort of freaking biting your nails off to be able to grab your credit or debit cards out of your wallet? Well, extra wallet, you won't have to worry about that. With a simple touch of a press of a button, you'll be able to conveniently grab whatever credit cards or debit cards that you may need for whatever transaction that you're making, which is a very convenient use, especially when stuck in a busy line. Get up to 35% off until June 20th for Extra's Father's Day sale using my link/code. Code is EVENER, Evner, EVENER. Make sure you guys shop down below for your Father's Day needs. Buying designer items for the cabaret, okay? For Miss Natural, okay? Yummy P, She's getting all these items for the girls. She doesn't really care. This is a key to Joseline. This is what she grew up on, thumping. Okay, don't get me wrong. I do still think that Big Lex was popping it online. I'll never deny that. She was online talking that hot stuff. All that stuff she was saying on live. And one thing I hate about that Big Lex does, even though I like her music, I hate when she gets on live and just starts talking about just she doesn't even say a name. She's just talking about bitches. She'll be like, bitches really want to eat my pussy. So like, if do you want to eat my pussy or do you want to listen to me? So it's like you gotta do one or the other. Cause it's like you're not really gonna be trying me. Cause girls don't really want that pressure. When girls don't want that pressure, I pull up on them with a jet ski. So like the way I do it, I really intimidate these hoes. And that's the problem. It's like, why are you like, what is that? What are you doing? Like, no, that like, who told you that was appealing? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't do that. Like, it's really aggravating. So I will say with Lex, you had it coming to you, but do I think she, deserves to get a jump by a group of niggas? No, that was too much. It should have been fair between her and Joseline. Okay. I'm just saying. And Ballistic, your Puerto Rican braids should have stepped back. He was breaking it up. I will say that. So I didn't see any clips of him, throwing no blows at Big Lex, throwing no blows at any people that Big Lex with, because they're saying that she's down with the TMT team. Which I'm like, wow, Big Lex. Like, you really live up to your lyrics, besides, being a fighter. But because Jocelyn did have her in that good headlock. You do live up to, having a nigga really take care of you and like, you feel me, flossing niggas and scamming niggas. You feel me? Because for you to be able to be dating or being around the TMT team, that's super, I'm not gonna say impressive, but like it makes me kind of like look at her. I'm like, wow, like you really are, rising the ranks of being a hot PUSSY girl. Okay, you're putting yourself in that whole like arena of being really a hot girl, right? But you should have had some homegirls with you. Both of them to me are more alike in a lot of ways than they realize. Big Lex isn't a girl's girl. Joseline is really not a girl's girl. That's why they clash. They're a lot alike. The moment Big Lex left Joseline's Cabaret, she got on Not STV. She started her own Big Lex Baddies collection. The way that she kind of talked to some of the girls, it was giving Joseline, mannerisms, Joseline tactics. So she kind of emulated Joseline in a lot of ways that I don't even think she realizes. What I really think Big Lex thought was being at this event, she thought it was going to be cool and sweet and that Joseline would just ignore her, kind of look at her dirty. But Joseline's been on a roll lately, okay? She was find on College Hill. The Cabaret is back, so she probably she slapped 3 of them $2 holes on there. So she's on a roll. So she's not gonna stop. That's why I say somebody gonna come across Joseline and it's not gonna be nice. It's going to be horrible. Okay? And Joseline don't look like the type to me that carry that on her. I think Ballistic does, but I'm just saying. Right? It's crazy. Y'all over here thumping it raw. Damn. They should have had this guy pull up. For the girls that no, they should have had him pull up and it would have been a key. Him right here, if he pulled up, when I tell you, I would have screamed to the everlasting guy right here. This guy right here, you guys, anytime something happens in around the area which they were thumping in, he comes over and basically does a breaking news reporting on what's going on in the area.
After all this work, what? After all this hard work, instead of all breaking news, I'm gonna break some backs. Baddies, females, hit me up, don't miss.
See, he covered baddies, okay? It says the breaking news reporter on Instagram. He does Broward and Miami-Dade news, okay? So he's always in the vicinity. I'm surprised he missed this with Joseline.
I got that flavor and exotic spice.
Man, you ain't got no sauce.
I'm working right now. You give me a little bit of time. Watch.
Man, watch what, man? Them fans too big, homie.
Both worlds, all right?
Yeah. But the world want to see the both.
That's the both worlds, all right?
We want to see both. We don't want to see the.
That Afro-Latino spice.
Okay, so that's him right here. He be doing the reporters like this, like right here.
Well, folks, I hate to break you this sad news this Sunday night here in Pompano Beach, but
Okay, so that would have been a key if he was there covering the event. All right, so what's next to come with this? Joseline is going to have to pay Big Lex a big bag. A big bag. And she might even try to sue and kind of intermingle Zeus into this. But where Zeus kind of, took a W with this, I didn't see no cameras. So I don't know how she's going to be able to really solicit Zeus into this lawsuit if she does, plan on like really going through and pressing charges, because they weren't filming. It was a Zeus production though. That's the thing. So it was a Zeus production because it was a Zeus event boxing match that was being filmed, but it happened outside of the arena. Not outside of the arena, but outside of the actual boxing match, if I get what I mean. So I wonder how law-wise, how that will fall if she's able to, bring Zeus into it and really go for Zeus's pockets. This will be the second cabaret girl taken into court if that does happen. So Jocelyn really is a liability when it comes to Zeus. Because you don't see the girl suing Natalie, okay? Because she done snatched Scotty up by her hooves, okay? Rode her like a My Little Pony on the baddie's bus. And she didn't even do, move a muscle. She's still kicking with her to this day. But with Jocelyn, she bumps into one girl and you out here in court. I know Lemmy Pepper is tired. Poor Lemmy Pepper. He probably got bags all up under his eyes over this situation. He's like, Jocelyn, you can't be doing this, bro. Like, you can't be fighting. I tell you all the time. I can't afford to keep going to all these courts, okay? Like, I'm out here doing baddies. I'm doing bad boys. Now we got the cabaret coming back in. We got another lawsuit on our hands. It's the second one, Jocelyn. I'm going to have to send you back to, I don't know, like, Now That's TV or one of them. Like, damn. You just got back, Jocelyn. And you know they're going to cover this hella hard during the season. They're going to have her coming out to jail, all that. She came out of jail, basically had a Puerto Rican princess chain, and she was flossing it and, laughing about it. Could care less. My whole thing with Jocelyn, though, when your daughter grow up, how are you going to explain to her all this stuff? I just want to know. You're going to be like, oh, mommy had to do what she had to do. So, I had to, downgrade a couple girls on a show for a nice check. But don't you get downgraded. I'm just saying. Like, that karma going to hit Jocelyn so bad, I don't even think she's going to realize. And the reason why I'm a little bit more on Lex's side than Jocelyn, even though Lex, you had it coming to you, something was going to happen to you eventually with your mouth. I feel like when it came to the ending of the cabaret, the way that Jocelyn was treating them on the Atlanta season and at the reunion, even sat down to Sapphire, her gems. Oh, you trying to grow? She was just trying to grow. And then you was, making fun that her baby dad, I believe it was her baby dad or boyfriend or something to that effect. It was so long ago, y'all. Help me out. I believe it was her baby dad, though. Had passed away. And you kind of poked at her like, oh, if my baby dad passed away, I wouldn't even be here. Well, guess what? She needed the check because guess what? She gonna be a single mother to whatever child she had with the guy. So what do you want her to do? Want her to sit in bed and cry all day? Like, the girl has to move on with life. That's crazy. Johnson's inconsiderate and she don't think about nobody but herself. But some of y'all ride. We'll see how this ends up though. But I just feel like Johnson's going to end up losing a good amount of money, to be honest. And they really should have put that boy in that cream suit. They should have put him in jail too. Because why y'all here thumping with girls? And you too, Melissa. I ain't forget about you. with your parsley braids. I didn't forget about you. You should have been in jail too. I would have put them in jail. When you call the police, Big Legs, you should have snitched on them too, and and ballistic too, while you're at it, and let Joseline. I would say, yeah, I'll put her in jail too. I'll put her in jail too. All of them should have went to jail, to be honest. All of them, because they jumped her. There's more footage that came out, which I ain't gonna show in here. Literally in the beginning, you see Lex by herself trying to, she's screaming. She's screaming. Okay? Her boob job looked really, really nice, though. So you got to give that up to Lex. Congratulations to that. Okay? Because before that, on that Atlanta reunion, one boob was high, like our taxes, and another was low, like our economy. Okay? So, for the girls that don't know exactly where I got that from, I'm just saying. So she did a good job with that. Lex is really, fixing herself up. And I think that kind of made Joseline mad. Like, damn, this girl's still thriving without, being a part of the cabaret. Because you got to realize, Joseline right now, she's thinking that she's big dog. Because she had two girls that she dead ass, verbally abused, literally come right back to her. Yummy P, she called you all types of snakes and said that, you were a sneaky little bitch. You a sneaky little bitch. Look at you. You did that to Miss Natra. You wanted to ruin her moment. You sneaky little bitch. Yeah, bitch. Right? And then when it comes to Miss Natural, call her all types of addicts, popping pills, perks, okay? All that. And then she came right back. So if I was Johnson, I'd be thinking, I'm hot stuff. Because guess what? I mistreated you and you still came back to mama. So yeah. We'll see how this lawsuit works. Let me know what y'all think about the 911 call. Girl, you should just send them say real bad. Like, real bad. Like, real bad. Damn, Joseline. Next I was talking to you guys about is the whole Suki situation. So Suki was at, it looked like a mini press conference or whatever for an event. And YK Osiris basically came and tried to just slob all up in her mouth, which it just makes me think of two things. One, you give very much rapey vibes. And then two, you may not use protection while doing, sexual things, because what makes you think she didn't have anything for you to like kiss her all up in her mouth like that? That to me is just nasty. So there's so many things just wrong with it. Like, really? Ugh. She was sitting down and he comes over and you hear her say, no. And he's still forcing her to grab his face, her face, and kiss her. And the media to me is really funny how they're writing for Suki, because had she got up and really beat him up or like threw him off of her, was like, leave me the fuck alone, y'all would be calling her, oh, she ratchet, she ghetto, don't be acting like that, because you be putting that off anyways. You be wanting, guys to be touching on you anyway. So why don't you, why you acting brand new now? It's the fact that he was able to fully do it. Now everybody's feeling guilty. But had she did that, y'all wouldn't be on her side. I wouldn't say I'll be on YK Osiris side, but y'all would just be calling her ratchet. And that's what you get, girl, if she did end up successfully off of me. So it's funny how the media works when it comes to stuff like that.
I want. It's a tattoo. It's the tattoo. I know I was see. I want. Right there before.
Okay, and another video which you guys have all seen was, him literally pushing her head, tonguing her down, and going down in deep. Which now everybody's canceled. Which I'm like, ain't even no need to cancel him, to be honest, because who is really here and a big, YK stan. So there should be no cancel train because it's not like, he was a big, hot, trending artist that was loved and beloved. So I'm just saying. When it comes to Suki breaking down, I wasn't too surprised at this. A lot of people do not know. One, Suki's not from Florida originally, right? So she's very, very sensitive. She's super, super, super sensitive when it comes to criticism and just things that kind of make her uncomfortable. She even recently got into it with Mama D, and y'all know how Mama D called her the fat dark girl, and she cried on an interview that she did with Young Jock recently, and just kind of broke down and feels like she was sort of, being embarrassed by Mama D, and she's super sensitive, and a lot of people do not realize this.
We go through to try to fit this image for TV. Like, it's really hard. Like, y'all don't know how much I go through. I try to, work out, diet, and everything. It's really hard. So it did hurt my feelings to hear her say that.
Thank you for being transparent in that moment. To honestly say that you are a fan of Mama D's and to say that it hurts your feelings, I think that humanized you even more.
People don't know how much people go through to fit an image, So it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I'm gonna stand my ground.
Let it out. I mean, it's okay. I think that's.
It's not a big deal. It just is a lot of pressure. So I don't want to be crying. Like, I'm not a victim of anything.
Was that Young Jock, right?
That was Young Jock.
Yeah, salute to Young Jock and the.
Okay. So it wasn't a shock that this happened. She went on Twitter and basically said she feels like she can't stand up for herself, and she sort of disabled her Twitter for a little bit after tweeting that too. And y'all know how Twitter does, and just the media in general. They started digging up a lot more stuff in situations to where Sukihana was put into a compromising position with other people that are either interviewing her or are around her. And I've noticed that with Suki too. I've always noticed, like, okay, we know she all puts off this whole overly sexual banter, which I've talked about this in videos before. Didn't I tell you? She need to stop doing that. And I'm not saying it gives him the right to do it at all, because you're a nasty motherfucker. Because somebody tells you, no, stop doing it. You're nasty. Like, that's weird to me. So I hope she stops the banter due to this incident, because I don't see it being, the most appropriate after something like this happens for you to go back on social media, or in interviews and be like, oh, I'll eat his ass. I'll do this. I'll do that. I'll suck. I'll da-da-da-da. I feel like she should pivot this situation and sort of clean up her image a little bit more and become more of like an advocate for stuff like this, because we really don't have someone who is so, dead set on making women's rights a thing. And she could be the right person because you do have a big, big, big following. You could start basically a campaign that allows people, and especially, of course, women, to really vet and talk about the uncomfortable situations they've been put in the arena that you are in with, being a public figure. Because there's a lot of girls that this has happened to and it hasn't been on camera, but they're not going to say it. Big celebrities, okay? They're not going to speak up and say, hey, such and such did this to me, such and such did that to me, because they're scared of being shunned from other people in the industry. So she could really use this moment and really help a lot of people out, and also kind of change up how she's being perceived in the media. Because every time you see her being posted, the comments are never positive. People are rolling their eyes. They're calling her all types of hoes. She needs to stop. You got kids. This isn't funny. Even though we know it's the shtick. Suki's not really like that in real life. That's what a lot of people need to realize when it comes to these celebrities and stuff like that. The city girls are not really like that in real life. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, they got their niggas now. They're not out here, flossing niggas and everything like that. The only nigga Carisha's flosses are Diddy. She's not out here with 10, 12 men like she's telling y'all to do. She already has the money down. Same with JT. She loves her some Uzi. She's not out here flossing and still scamming niggas. She has a rich ass nigga that's helping her, paying her. It's a shtick. But sometimes the shtick gets old. So she needs to change up the shtick. She said, I'm hurt and I'm scared to stand up for myself. And she said, I drink to try to hide that I'm very sensitive. I feel more things than the average person. I stopped drinking yesterday, but today I've been crying all day. I asked God to strengthen me and use me to help others and to order my steps in his word. I just want to go away for a while. Okay. And after that, she sort of deactivated her Twitter. Okay. And one person that got brought up in this is DJ A1. Let me tell y'all something. I know who put this out there. Marlo MasterCard Hampton. Marlo scamming, slicing Hampton, okay? The scamming slicer. She was the one who did that. I feel like she knows that DJ A was a little, perverty, and went on that interview, screen recorded that bit, and said, I'm finna get Kandi. I'm finna get Kandi today, and send it to social media. I know she's somewhere cackling at this. The downfall of Kandi will be her team. I've come to terms with this. It will be her team. I feel like I'm gonna play the video first, but the video was basically a Kandi Koated night. So the interview where they predominantly talk about sex and a lot of, sexual situations, which still doesn't justify what he did because he's nasty. And, the girls say he's bi. Okay? Because I always thought, I'm like, is he one of the girls? Oh. But the girls say he's bi. I heard Funky Dineva, said that he's bi. Right?
A1?
I don't know. I just want to show Suki my pick and let her judge.
Yeah. I'll judge. She said she'll judge. Okay, can you show that to her?
Just 1 minute, like.
All right.
You said you were at what?
No,
No,
put my dick camera.
I know that's right.
So country.
Well, I
See,
feel
this is the moment you could tell she's sort of feeling like uncomfortable with it, but she doesn't want to say anything because she doesn't want to upset or make anybody mad. Which in life, you got to learn to speak up for yourself because somebody's going to do it for you. Like, you're the only one that could say, hey, I don't want to do this. Hey, I don't want to do that. Hey, can we not talk about this? Or else you're just going to get pummeled, ran over.
like, honestly, 5 inches is a huge to me.
5
That's-
inches?
Yeah, that's big to me.
No, okay.
That's super big. I love that size.
I know my mom used to say she'd rather be tickled than be stabbed. Seriously, because some people got all that and they just be down.
We did not need to know that about Mama Joyce, okay? I don't want you to marry. I'm like, no, that is not Mama Joyce. Why you telling Mama Joyce business? That she likes shrimps instead of having a big limp.
Stabbing the hell out your ass, and it's not really, always pleasant.
No, but you're supposed to be.
I don't want to see it.
I bet you won't, Kandi.
So let's see what that mouth do. No, I'm saying vocally. Let's see what that mouth do vocally.
What does your mouth do?
Shit, everything you needed to do. I'll make that pussy spit, and I know it do. I watched you walk in this motherfucker.
So you can tell by my walk?
I can tell by your walk that pussy spit.
Hey, you a country? Where you from?
I'm from Atlanta, Georgia. Campbellton Road to be exact. What's happening with it?
I cannot. This is how he is every time we get on there.
Southwest Atlanta.
Hey,
He been over here saying he wanted to smell it.
I want to smell your. I want to put my face in your. You say Suki with the good cook. You know what I'm saying? You talking about how good that motherfucker smell and all that.
So you want to put your
Yeah, I need a motherfucker scratch and sniff about that motherfucker.
scratch and sniff? Oh my gosh, out the Cracker Barrel box. The scratch and
I'm
sniff.
trying to get
I do have a scratch and sniff.
You do.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, we can go to the back and I can come back and
You
give
want
her.
to smell my?
I want to. I might put my tongue down that motherfucker.
Oh my gosh, A1.
But we're gonna start. Yeah, see, let's see what that mouth do. No, I'm saying vocally. Let's see what that mouth do vocally.
What does your mouth do?
Everything you need. She love that shit, man. Look at her. She like that old shit.
I don't.
You love that shit.
No, I mean after like during sex maybe, but you know that not right now.
Nah, all they
That's her basically saying you're too in close proximity to be talking to me the way that you do. Okay, I don't know how people are bold enough to do stuff like that. Like maybe because I'm a prude. Like now, maybe like yeah, coming to me with that energy so I can reciprocate. Like yeah, I'm just saying. You know what's funny? Somebody hit me up the other day. They go, "Oh, I know you don't open up, but da, da, da." I'm like, "How you go?" You know, it's exactly what it is. How you go DM me with like a forewarning? Like you might not. I'm like, yeah, like how you not? Like, come on.
talk. That you done met your match. I'm here. What's up? But we gonna start with.
All right, so that was from the Kandi Koated Life. He's always kind of giving me like a weird vibe because I don't know how to describe it. Because I watch Candy's YouTube channel, so he's been on there a lot of times. Like that's like her guy. So he's been on there like a lot of time. He's even hosted while Kandi has went on to her birthday trip. He hosted the Speak on It. So he is Candy's like man. But she needs to watch her team. Candy's team will be her downfall if she doesn't protect who is around her. And I feel like, especially after this season, she needs to kind of reassess if she even wants to go back to Housewives of Atlanta. Because one thing I know Kandi doesn't play about is her business and her money. So if you go back next season, I feel like they're going to double down on what they did this season with the whole restaurant thing. And they're going to start attacking some of the people that work for you. They're not even going to go for your business. They're going to start going a lot more for your employees, which if it was him, I wouldn't allow him to continue doing the Kandi Koated live thing with her anymore because now he already has a rep for being a creep. So continuing to bring him back over and over and over again. Don't get me wrong, he could still do the little speak on it and stuff like give his opinion on the show. But the Kandi Koated nights, it's going to be in so much poor taste if you continue to let this man go over here on that platform and continue to do some of this stuff to other girls. They're going to start a hate train on you, Kandi. A bad one. And I think Kandi knows that. That's why she's been a little bit quiet about it lately, but he hasn't. He kind of doubled down on it and posted a video of Suki getting her feet rubbed by him. Right here, y'all. Which I'm like, you probably was over here harassing her and pushed her into let you rub her feet. I don't think she probably wanted that done to her, but you probably kind of forced her into doing that type of stuff. So don't get too bold with it. Like she wanted that to happen. Y'all see right here, rubbing her feet like this. Especially after she said that she's emotional, and then you gonna post that. And basically said, "Oh, Suki loves this ish. Suki loves me. You need to get him out your Kandi Koated nights, Kandi, like now. First they get in your restaurant, now they get in your employees. I know somewhere Kandi mad. Kandi can't catch a break for shit. Fuck! Like, damn, girl. Who you did wrong? Somebody put a bad juju on you, girl, because you cannot catch a break. Suki, I do feel like needs to make a pivot in her career with how she's being represented in social media, because the sex talk in interviews is getting old. It's not funny anymore. It's not appealing. It's not professional, okay, at all. So she needs to kind of let that go, okay? You better lay low. You better let that go. All right. I hope mentally she goes and gets like some sort of therapy for this type of stuff, because she might not even see. And mind you, from what I know, she's not with a dude right now. So it's not like she can have a dude that could check dudes that are doing this stuff to her, because she's not with remember the guy she was with on Love Hip Hop? She's not with him no more. So she feels probably all alone and she's by herself dealing with stuff like this. Okay. He did put out a statement, YK, after this whole incident happened, which, you know, PR did this. You could tell he didn't write this. He said, I want to publicly offer my sincere apology to Sukihana. In an attempt to be playful, I misread the moment and violated Sukihana's boundaries. I understand the importance. First of all, that's not playful. You kissing somebody down the mouth, how's that playful? In an attempt to be playful, I misread the moment and violated Sukihana's boundary. It'd be one thing if you slapped her butt unintentionally, which still wouldn't be right. But like, damn, that probably wouldn't have got as big as this. I know that. I understand the importance of consent and I'm embarrassed by my behavior. I take full responsibility and have made multiple attempts to apologize. I have the utmost admiration for Sukihana, and it was never my intention to disrespect her. Okay, just when you was laying low and nobody was worried about you, you know, owing people money and everything like that, you put yourself in a predicament that is no good. Even Lil Duval was shaking and quaking at what he was seeing because he knows how social media goes. But Meek Mill, you guys, had, you know, he wanted to put his 2 cents in, which nobody asked for it, and basically says that we shouldn't, you know, try to cancel. We shouldn't cancel him for doing this. He said, don't do this to him. He's a good kid. Just slap him and he got to let you something. Meek Mill can... Listen, Meek Mill can outright. Now I know you don't write your lyrics because you can't write. And I'm not talking about this. I'm talking about I remember it was a thread about how bad Meek Mill cannot write his tweets or like write in general. There's been stuff that he's tweeted. It's not even a coherent sentence. Who's writing this? Bro, okay. He says, don't do this to him. He a good kid. Just slap him and he got to let you something. I'm guessing he's saying, and he got to let you get something. We don't need our young bulls tore down for mistakes in this hyper-sexual era. I support Suki. Hold that shit down on some street shit. What's holding anything down with this on some street shit? Like, you should, some celebrities, they be putting themselves in the mess. Nobody asked for you to back him up. Nobody asked for you to give a comment. Okay? I'm telling you, if I was a celebrity, I'll be commenting on nothing that has nothing to do with me. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to put me in drama. Have people dragging my ass through the mud. No. I get that's your homeboy and all, but he put out a press release, not a press release, but a PR statement. That was enough. We don't need judge and jury commenting on it either. He also say, I'm drawing a big line between men and women nowadays on social. It's getting bad in the Black community. Child, it's always been bad. Okay, act bad. It's been always act bad. Ain't no act bad summer. It's been an act bad century. The whole Black community been downhill since centuries ago. So it hasn't just now gotten bad. It's been bad. All this internet superficial shaming, judging, gaslighting only hurt us people, and it's a lot of people who need strength, especially young Black men. That's true. He might gotta rumble Suki brother, anything, but this same internet tear each other down stuff. Suki can do what she wants. She feels violated, but let me mind my business. Then why'd you tweet? He said, and protect Suki. Osiris, you a D. You a DH? What's a DH, Meek Mill? Go back to church. Stop following the heathens. So now you saying protect her, but you low-key just called her a heathen. Which the way Suki you be acting online, you do be acting like a heathen online. Stop doing that. And this not me blaming her, but she needs to stop doing that. Like, stop. It's not a good look, like, at all. And you know what's crazy? Every time she does some stuff like that online, like with the sexual interviews and everything like that, I'm always like, her kids, I know they're smart and they stay in Florida and stuff like that. We messy down here. Them kids probably be throwing it in her face left and right. You don't be want your daughter going through stuff like that and then her getting bullied for stuff that you've said and done and stuff online. Like, come on. The money is not worth to have your daughter go through trauma like that. It's just not. And YK, don't even come outside for months because it's just not going. It's not going to work in your favor, like at all. Okay. If I can tell y'all, make sure y'all hit that like button, y'all, before I run after y'all like Stunner did Biggie.
My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious? My hands fucked up. Are you serious? Yo, are you serious? Are you serious?
Let's talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey reunion. This reunion to me was one of the best reunions in a little bit because we saw Teresa get gagged. She didn't really know what to really say to certain things. Teresa's not the best with words. And this whole Bo Dietl situation, I'm so sick of hearing that little Bo Dietl. I'm like, who the fuck is a Bo Dietl? Okay, Bo Dietl. Okay, apparently this is some PI that Louis Rojas brought on to like, you know, get some information on the cast, which I think he did it. He did it. The way that he answers, you could kind of tell. Louis, to me, he's so easy to read. You can tell when he's lying or he's been caught up in a situation because he sort of says one direct word and it's like a threat. He's like, oh, you'll see. In due time, I'll beat your ass. I got books on you. You're talking. Like, it's like, I see what you're doing. You did that. Like, you really did do that. Like, you did that. And you're going to get caught up in your shit. I swear to God, I'm telling you. That guy is going to be the end of Teresa. Am I always right when it comes to my predictions? Okay? The crystal ball tells me that Louis Rojas is going to be the end of Teresa. It might be her life or it might be her finances and career. On God. And I'm not wishing, you know, bad stuff like that on people, but I just see stuff before it happens. This guy is not good news. And I peeped that before people even started saying that. When he comes out, he came around, I was like, something about him is off. The energy is not good. I feel like he is doing some sort of fraud. And that's why they didn't really want to talk about the son of Dolores's business stuff, because the way that, you know, Dolores was so adamant as to not talking about it, I think he has something on Dolores too. Because why you didn't want to talk about that? It wasn't specifically about your son. It was what he did to your son. So what happened? It's giving scam likely, scamily. That's what it looked like, to be honest. I wonder what he does have on Dolores. We did find out Dolores, you know, dude is married, which I'm like, ooh. Like, damn, okay. It was giving, the ring didn't mean nothing. Y'all remember when Kim thought she could have been a pop star? That's what it was given, to be honest. You dating a big papa. That's what he is, Dolores. You got a big papa, right? I'm not hating, bro, because get it how you live. You hear me? So there's debates of who should leave the franchise because, you know, Teresa says she wants nothing to do with Melissa or talk to Melissa and Joe Gorga again. I feel like this is low-key cap. I feel like Bravo needs to force them to be filming together. It doesn't matter if you guys, first of all, y'all could just cohabitate and realize that y'all not going to be friends and you and your brother are not going to be close and still go about the show. I don't get what this whole thing is about, people having to pick a side and fire one person so one person can stay. Bitch, Bravo is the one that signs the checks. You either want the check or not. Y'all be so nice to some of these housewives. It's so crazy to me. We get she brings the ratings and all, but trust and believe people will still tune in with some of the millions and millions of views that they get. And you think Teresa's walking away from a check with all the money she owes from all the fraudulent stuff her and Joe are doing back then? No, she's not. She's going to come right back. She's just going to be like, I don't want to film a lot of scenes with her. Okay. She's going to do it. Y'all need to start being so nice to Teresa. I think the biggest mistake that they did with this franchise is revolving the whole franchise around Teresa. They did that too much. I get the first couple of seasons they could have did that, but as the seasons kept going on, and especially when she went to jail, they should have tried to revamp it to where the whole show is not revolved around her. Because now it's like she's calling the shots. She thinks she's Andy. Okay, Andy, you should be embarrassed. How dare you let another housewife tell another housewife she's gone and she's fired, as if she makes the shots, even though y'all used to accuse Nene years of being in charge of who gets fired and who comes back. It looks like Teresa is, to be honest, because every time Teresa beats with somebody, it takes 1 or 2 seasons and they're gone. Kaputs. So who's really making the shots here? It looks like it's Teresa. Y'all might as well just give her producer's credit at this point. And she's an idiot, because I would have asked for producer's credit if the whole show revolves around me every freaking season. What the hell is the point of that? I'm not a cast. I'm production at this point, bitch. Give me producer's credit. Exact, bitch. I want a suit, bitch. Yours, Andy. Okay? And Melissa won this reunion because she was able to talk, even though she was annoying when she was talking over, Joe and Teresa and everything. That was irritating as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. Like, shut up, Melissa. Like, damn. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? But the first 2 parts, she was getting Teresa. Teresa didn't know what to say. All Teresa could do is mimic someone. That's how you know you gathering somebody, when they start to mimic you. They like, you arguing with them and they just start to mimic what you're saying back. Like, you'll say like, bitch, you ugly as fuck. Oh, bitch, you ugly as fuck. Like, that's how you know you're losing. So that's what Teresa was doing for a lot of the reunion. So she lost when it came to that. And you know how they kind of look at reunion performances as to who's really coming back. And I feel like Melissa did a stronger performance than Teresa overall, so she should be given a chance to come back. And I think both of them should come back at this point. I know I said before Teresa and Louis should go, but I want to see Louis get exposed for the monster that he is, because I'm telling you, Teresa, watch out. Move out immediately. I see it in the ball. Okay? I need to start. I'm not doing no tarot readings and stuff like that, but I need to start a prediction. Start doing predictions videos, because I really see that going left for her. Bad. Like, one day he's gonna get really mad, turn as red as a potato like he usually does, smoke puffing out of his ears, and then end up doing something to Teresa and he can't take it back. I'm just saying. Okay, let me know what y'all thought about this reunion, and who do you guys think should come back for next season? All right, last thing I wanted to get into, you guys, is Ice Spice. So Ice Spice, you guys did a interview with Teen Vogue where the topic of colorism got involved. And some of the stuff that she had to say basically was that colorism, I've seen those opinions, says Ice. I feel like that's not something personal to me. Of course it's not. You're the lighter one. It kills me when people talk about colorism. I hate when people of a lighter tone say, oh, I don't see it. You're never going to see it or feel it, because you're not the one on the bad receiving end. You're the one getting the benefits of it. So you're never going to feel or see it. Some of them do, because they're self-aware. But the ones that aren't, you're never going to feel or see it. So that to me was kind of a dumb statement for her to even say. She said, I feel like that's been the conversation for generations and forever and since the beginning of time. It's kind of like when white people and stuff like that, they talk about like racism. I was talking to this, there was this kid that was talking to me the other day, and he was white. And he was talking about like getting pulled over and everything like that. And the way he was trying to say as if he had like some sort of like privilege. And I'm just like, of course you didn't feel like in danger, everything like that. You're white. Of course you didn't. So he had weed in the car. Of course you didn't. You're white. Let that have been me, it would have went a whole different way. All right. It says, undeniable that light-skinned women entertainment benefit from colorism. However, in their efforts to demean Ice, commenters and unintentionally negate the success of her dark-skinned peers, detracting from their career journeys and diminishing their stardom. One of the artists most frequently brought up as a pawn in this debate is Flo Milli. In what seemed to be an intentional nod to the haters, Ice brought Flo Milli out as one of her special guests at Hot 97 Summer Jam in early June. I try not to feed into negativity, because I also see that when people are trying to make that point, it's not out of a good place, she explains. They end up putting somebody else down, which is a really, really good point. But I just wish that she would have taken a different route with this interview and basically say that I do acknowledge that I do have some sort of privilege because I am of a lighter skin tone, and I feel like the industry needs to be able to be a little bit more open to different hues and colors, because it doesn't depend on that. It depends on the talent that we do have. Because a lot of people, it doesn't even matter the fact that she's light skinned. People just feel like Ice Spice is not talented. They feel like she's like an industry plant. They feel like she was plopped in and worked her way up, not in the most honest way compared to some other rap girls that have came before her. That's really the debate. Colorism is just like the icing on the cake. I'm just saying, okay? Because I do feel like Flo Millie's creativity, the fact that she was able to incorporate such creative visuals when it comes to the whole reality show stuff that she was doing with the music and incorporating the BGC, the I Love New York stuff like that. No artist was doing stuff like that. And it's like, it didn't catch the media's attention. It did, but not how much Ice Spice has. Ice Spice came on with a curly ginger wig and the girls ate it up. They went crazy. Do I think she's one of the most talented that's came out in a minute? No. I'm not saying I don't see it for her, but I just don't think she's as great as people are making her out to be. I really don't. I'm sorry. Like, she's not bad, but I'm not like, oh my God, it's Ice Spice. Like, whoa. Ah. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, ooh. I'm just saying, what y'all think about this conversation when it comes to colorism? Do you guys think that colorism does take it into effect as to why she is reaching the success that she is reaching to this point? Okay, make sure you guys please check out my sponsorship for this video, and make sure you guys do buy for Father's Day. Okay, it is something that you will not regret. These products are amazing. Leave your comments down below what you guys think about some of these topics, and we're out, baby.
No personal thing.